From controversial selfies, Beyonce and Jay-Z's joint album, and Miley Cyrus still twerking, we are your source for entertainment news. Welcome to #That. I'm your host, Alexa Farrell, here with my panel, Danielle Berkowitz, Liv Dufo, and Nick Amador. Are you all ready to get started? Power couple Beyonce and Jay-Z are reportedly working on a new album together. During his radio show, DJ Ski announced that the project would release in late 2014 or early 2015. He said, quote, confirmed and talked with a couple sources. MTV News has reached out to a Jay-Z rep to confirm this news, but there has been no comment as of this time. This sounds too good to be true. Is anyone else as excited for this as I am?
I'm very excited. I really am.
So I mean, I thought they were getting divorced, and now they're together, and now they're putting an album out. So it's like, is it a rumor? Is it true? Like, I don't know what to take from it. I mean, because you keep hearing different things from everyone.
There were also rumors that she's pregnant again. So, like...
It's like, what's going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce?
I was actually on Sunday just watching their tour, their HBO tour thing, and they just sounded so good together. I'm just a big fan of them, like just their sounds together, so I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, I'm still confused with the divorce, this, that. I can't tell.
Yeah, you can't keep up.
No.
I mean, if it comes out as an album, I'll definitely buy it. I think that it would be cool to see if they do like a lot of duet tracks, or if it's just gonna be like separate songs that they both sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will be. Matthew McConaughey won't be shedding his shirt this time around. It has been reported that the actor will not be joining the cast of Magic Mike's sequel. McConaughey is currently filming The Sea of Trees. Director Gregory Jacobs says that McConaughey's absence will be another factor that will make the sequel different from the original. The sequel will hit theaters in July 2015. Is anyone else as upset about this news as I am?
I'm sort of sad, however, obviously everyone loves to see Channing Tatum with his shirt off. That's pretty much the entire reason that Magic Mike, the first one, was so popular. But to be perfectly honest, I thought the storyline was horrible. I thought it had no plot, and seriously, the only reason I stayed through the movie was because Channing Tatum was shirtless. But other than that, so I feel like for Matthew McConaughey, because he just won an Oscar, I mean, that's kind of like taking a step backwards in his career, so I say go for it. Just, you know what, I don't think it's worth it.
I didn't even know he was in the movie. I think I might have seen it once, and like honestly, if Matthew McConaughey was in it, that's cool. But I don't think him not being in the next one will be a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in it, really. Like that's how I feel.
Paula?
I love Matthew McConaughey, and I think him shirtless was just as great as Channing Tatum shirtless.
Well, that's funny because like most people like always like talk about him. I'm personally a huge fan of Matthew McConaughey, so when I heard that he was in it the first time, I was like really excited to begin with. So the fact that he wasn't was a little disappointing, but also I guess he's doing bigger things. He just won an Academy Award for Dallas Fire Club. Like, I guess, you know, that also comes into picture as well with it, too.
And fun fact, the movie that he was recently filming, Sea of Trees, was being filmed in the town over from my town, like 10 minutes away. But of course, I was at school, so I couldn't stalk him. But when I heard that, I fell out of my chair. I was like, oh my gosh, he's within like 10 miles of my house. That's insane. So.
All right.
Literally.
The rumors were true, according to US Weekly. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes welcome a baby girl. The couple, who denied all rumors of the pregnancy after Mendes refused to go through scanners at the airport. E-Online reports that the couple shed tears and were overwhelmed with emotion when meeting their daughter for the first time. That must be one beautiful baby.
I mean, it's awesome that they finally welcomed the baby.
I mean, seriously.
I think that it's great. Like, I mean, honestly, I didn't know they were dating. Like, are they dating? Are they together right now?
Yeah, I think they're married.
Are they married?
Yes.
They're married.
Are they married?
I'm not. They're so secretive.
I know.
I never
Yeah,
know.
they really
Also, I think maybe last year. I mean, you can't believe everything you read on Twitter. However, one of those like common girl tweets tweeted something about Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams being together, and I was so excited because I just think, you know, The Notebook, they should be together. They belong together. But then all of a sudden, now Eva Mendes is having his child, or had his child. I was like, wait, but what about Rachel McAdams? I want you with her, not Eva Mendes. So sorry, I don't like, that's great, congratulations, but I don't know, she doesn't, I think it should be Rachel McAdams.
I completely
I'm
agree.
upset.
Love Rich McAdams, love Ryan Gosling, but I mean, I think I personally was supposed to be his wife, so.
I was just about to say, I think
true.
all three girls
So
in this,
true.
you know, want, you know. to be with
Even
him.
Mendes is
I
all
don't
right.
know.
But I mean, come on, like where did she come from? Like she's like
Who is that? Like what?
she's like she stays low.
Clearly, because
But then she has Ryan Gosling, and that's gonna like they're like a power couple.
But he did say something. I read an article that he was like, "Oh, once I have kids, like that will probably take over my movie career." And I was like, "No, you can't leave the film industry because you're perfect. So stop that." I
So-
really hope he like is kidding.
Maybe I'm not excited about this baby.
Yeah, no,
No.
maybe the baby should go away.
No,
I don't
we don't
know.
want it. Put it back.
Yeah, you know what? Even Mendes, take the baby. Ryan Gosling, stay in film, please.
Thank you, thank you. Did you too find free music on your iTunes playlist? Sharon Osbourne tweeted about U2's free album, calling the band, in her own words, business moguls, not musicians anymore. She tweeted, quote, "No wonder you have to give your mediocre music away for free, because no one wants to buy it," end quote. Others agreed with Osbourne, and after the release, Apple gave instructions on how to delete the music. What did you all think about U2's album being automatically put onto your playlist?
It was really funny because I was with my friend the other day, and she was like, "What did I spend money on? But then what am I like got for free or anything like that?" And she was like, "Oh, because the whole entire YouTube playlist literally just got downloaded immediately." We were all laughing about it because we were like, "What?"
It came out of nowhere. Like it's like you put your playlist on your iPhone and then it was there. I was like, I've never listened to a U2 song in my entire life. I want nothing to do with U2. Why is U2 on my iPhone? And then to delete it, it was like a process. You had to like actually had to Google how to delete it. Like, come on, I don't want it there.
I didn't get it. It's not on my phone. I do. Everyone was tweeting about it, and I was like, "Oh, you too. I don't like them, but that's cool. Free music." And I went on my phone. I was like, "Sad face. I
like-
don't have it."
But like, are they doing that bad? Like, do they need to automatically put it on someone's
According
phone?
to Sharon, they are.
That's
She like.
That's what I'm wondering.
Sharon
Are they
Osbourne
doing
doesn't
so
lie.
bad that they're giving out their music for free, or are they doing so well that they can just give out their music for free?
I don't know.
I don't know what
just
it is. I think it's like
I really
sad.
don't
That's
know.
what it sounds like.
I just don't. Why are you giving your music out for free? Don't you want a profit? I don't understand. I kind of agree with Sharon Osbourne. Like, what is the point? And also, she talked about how like music is like sacred nowadays, and that's people's jobs. So for you two to be like, yeah, we're just gonna throw out a free album, like we can't expect that from everybody else. So you two don't do that
But
because it's so odd.
It also raises the question of like them having access to your phone at all times. That
Yeah.
they just automatically put an album on your phone. What else can they do? What else is
I
Apple
don't like-
doing?
I
Oh,
don't
and that's
like
kind of
that.
scary. And I've heard of
Yeah.
U2 before, but not like a lot. I've heard of maybe like one or two songs, and I thought it was good. But the fact that they're doing that is a little scary. So yeah, like what Nick was saying, it's like who knows how many other artists can do that now? Like if they wanted to just randomly put that on your phone
and
in a
that's like,
playlist.
how much privacy can they access on your phone if they can put an album on it? That's kind of freaky.
So many race questions.
Before we go to a commercial break, check out this week's Instagram of the Week, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop.
This week's Instagram of the Week is brought to you by the Bobcat Shop. The Bobcat Shop is your source for custom printing and embroidery for your team, organization, or group. The Bobcat Shop is located at 1010 Sherman Avenue, just 2.5 miles from the Mount Carmel campus. This week's Instagram is by @Chrissy, who Instagrammed this photo of a magnificent sunset behind the wind turbines. Great picture, Chrissy. Make sure to follow us at #ThatQU on Instagram and Twitter for a chance to be featured on our show.
And we have a
Back to his Hollywood days.
This is my mom.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Wake up, Quinnipiac! It's the morning after! Hey! Come on, guys, it's time for TMA! Let's go!
Saturday Night Live cast member Darrell Hammond will be returning to SNL. The stand-up comedian will be the announcer for the show this time around. Hammond will be replacing the late Dan Pardo, who died in August. Hammond spent 14 seasons with the late night show in the 90s, which is the longest run of any SNL cast member. He was best known for his impressions, including versions of Bill Clinton, Al Gore, Regis Philbin, and Sean Connery. The 14th season of Saturday Night Live will premiere on September 27th. Chris Pratt is scheduled to host. How do you feel about Darrell's return?
So excited. Number one, like SNL back then, like just in the 90s was just, I loved it. Like I still watch like YouTube clips of it all the time and everything like that. So the fact that he's returning and all his impressions that he's done, they make me laugh. So I'm really excited like as a writer and for his stuff and for him to be coming back. Should be good, so let's turn it around again, which I'm excited for.
SNL's a great show.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be exciting to see what new characters he brings, like who's the next person, because the names we mentioned are older people, so now like, is he going to do impressions from newer celebrities? We'll see.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
I would love him to like take the Sean Connery that he did, and because he was hysterical in that. I loved watching clips of him all the time, and I think it would be funny if he like brought it into like a newer generation, so maybe if he like brought it like back like into like the teenage kind of day and age and kind of make it even funnier on that, because he was really funny in his clips that he did on that. So
it's nice too that they're bringing him back instead of getting somebody new. They're like taking someone who's already been on the show, kind of knows the ropes, so I feel like he's definitely going to bring a lot to the table.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to come back. I've only seen a couple SNL skits, but the ones that he in are always hilarious. He does an awesome job. Ben Affleck is no stranger to the tabloids. According to the reports, he was thrown out of a casino in Las Vegas for card counting. The actor has opened up about his card counting scandal, candidly admitting he does use the skill to win, and that the house does not like it. Affleck told Details, quote, "It is true. I took some time to learn the game and became a decent jackback player. And once I became decent, the casinos asked me not to play blackjack," end quote, dismissing it as if it was no big deal. The star said he would open up about why many would consider embarrassing. He is not a compulsive gambler. The actor also said his wife, Jennifer Gardner, does not have a problem with his card counting and gambling ways, dismissing reports about problems in their marriage. In a recent interview, Affleck spoke about his marriage and said in his own words, "They completely lie. My only hope is that people with common sense recognize that those stories are false." Do y'all think Ben has a problem, or is he really too good?
Who knows? I mean, we don't know. It's like we read the tabloids as well. If you see the tabloid, you believe it. I mean, the only people that really know are him and Jennifer are the only ones that are going to know the true answer to that question, because we read the tabloids, we see what they say, and we choose to believe it because that's what we're like taught to do in a way. Like it's like you pick up a magazine and you read it and it's cool.
Sorry, go ahead. Go. I just think it's so confusing nowadays because you really do never know. I mean, we just talked about all the rumors between Jay-Z and Beyonce, and now Ben Affleck is saying all these rumors about me aren't true, but he could be doing that as a publicity stunt to cover up his own butt, essentially. So I just feel like you said, you really never know what these celebrities are actually like what types of people they are, what problems they have. And I guess the sad thing is, being a celebrity, you're always in the limelight, so I guess maybe sometimes you have to lie, because a small problem such as an issue with gambling to a normal person, like they can get help in the shadows, but with a celebrity, it's everywhere. So even if he does have the problem, I mean, I think good for him for trying to cover it up, because who wants that everywhere?
Right. Yeah. Right. This week, #that's Dora Labette went around during open house this past weekend to find out what prospective students thought about the school.
Hi, I'm Dora Labat for #that, and today we are in the School of Communications, asking prospective students how they feel about the QU tour. What have you seen today that you like?
Well, the campus is something new that I've seen before.
I love just seeing the area and just realizing how much grass I guess there is around, and it's beautiful.
I liked the grounds. The grounds are beautiful here.
Well, I really like the atmosphere, It's a really good atmosphere, and it's very open, very sociable.
I think my favorite part would have to be the communications buildings, both of them. Those seem pretty cool, and they have a lot of cool equipment that I'm really interested in.
I actually really like your studios most of all because I'm actually thinking of being like behind the camera in your television production program.
And seeing the campus here with a lot of quads and open property, it's really nice to see that student life being outside a lot.
I've heard great things about Quinnipiac. I've heard great things about their labs, and I have a lot of friends that come here.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
I just love the entire area, really.
I'm very interested in going here.
This has been Dora Labat for #that. Now back to you guys.
What made you guys decide to come here?
I loved the atmosphere of Quinnipiac. It's just, obviously it's a beautiful campus, and also as soon as I walked into the studio in the Ed McMahon Center, I just kind of knew, like, it's amazing.
You know that little thing called Google.com?
Yeah.
I took good journalism schools, and it's like Quinnipiac. I was like, oh, that's where I'm going.
There we go.
I was in 8th grade when I saw the school, actually, and that's what I thought was funny. And I like walked like really into the Lender School of Business and Communication at the time when I saw the studio. I was like, boom, that's it. Yeah,
I think that's it for a lot of communication students. You see the studio and you're just like, sold, want to go here.
I walked onto the campus and I was like 10 years old and I was like, I need to go here. This is my dream school.
Yeah.
And I ended up here. Yeah. Before we go to commercial break, check out this week's Tweet of the Week, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop.
This week's Tweet of the Week is brought to you by the Bobcat Shop. The Bobcat Shop is located at 1010 Sherman Avenue and is your go-to for Quinnipiac apparel and accessories. This week's Tweet of the Week is by @Connor Hadley, who tweeted, "We took a tour a month ago. Are the residence halls the same? No. We tore them all down and built new ones." Make sure to follow us at #ThatQU on Instagram and Twitter for a chance to be featured on our show.
And we have a
back to his Hollywood days.
This is my mom.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Wake up, Quinnipiac! It's the morning after! Hey! Come on, guys, it's time for TMA! Let's go! What's the morning after? Mondays at 10, only on Q30!
Mexican lawmakers are outraged after Miley Cyrus twerked on stage with a prosthetic butt and a Mexican flag. The dirty dancing is against the law and could cost Cyrus more than $1,000 fine and even some jail time. TMZ's Harvey Levin said, quote, "I don't know that anything will come of it," end quote. But he goes on to explain that Congress is very upset about Cyrus's actions. I mean, will Miley ever give up the twerking?
Wow.
Will she?
Why should she? She's good at it.
She is good at it.
It's
Like,
Miley
dang.
Cyrus. That's her thing.
It's her trademark.
I know it is, and she's so different from everybody else, and I feel like she's the only Disney Channel star that has really just kind of come into her own, and although she is a little risque, who doesn't love Miley? Like, props to Miley. I love her. No matter, I mean,
Snaps
she's a
to
little
Miley.
inappropriate, but you know what? Good for her because she can pull it off and rock it. So I don't have an issue with this.
On a serious note, though, like, what's gonna happen to her? Like, can she go back to Mexico if she goes? Is she gonna get arrested if she goes there? Like,
I don't think
I
so.
know. I mean, if they just ban her from Mexico, she can go everywhere else that
Yeah,
she wants.
that's
So
true.
I don't think it's that big of a
Not
deal,
missing much.
honestly. She's really not.
True. There was another former star that did something that upset the Mexican Congress, and she did get fined, but I think she's still allowed.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
$1,000 to Miley Cyrus?
Nothing.
Pocket
Nothing.
change.
So,
change.
seriously.
Miss America winner Kara Kistanvik was reportedly kicked out of her Alpha Phi sorority at her alma mater, Hofstra University on Long Island. At the time she was terminated from her sorority, she was serving as recruitment chair. She was terminated due to hazing allegations against her. A spokeswoman from Miss America organization stated, quote, Kara has been fully transparent with the Miss America organization about her termination from Alpha Phi sorority, end quote. No comment has been made from the sorority. Do you think she should be able to keep her title?
All right. So obviously we don't have Alpha Phi on this campus, but it is disappointing, like, to come from me personally, who's in a sorority, like for a panel like Greek community, you're in the fraternity. I don't know. It's obviously maybe, yeah, she should, but at the same time, it is a reputation to protect. So along with it, I feel like
I know. I agree.
It's hard.
I agree with you what you're saying, but Miss America, they knew. They knew that she was kicked out. Maybe they didn't know the exact reason she was kicked out, but it was there. I mean, now they're probably just finding something to talk about in the media. They need something to say. It's the third time Miss New York has won Miss America, so let's try to find something, like dig some dirt up. It's just an ongoing battle to find something to put out there. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Every time there's a new title holder, they're always trying to find a way to kind of bring her down, which really, they should be building her up.
Exactly.
But she is a role model for so many young girls. You always, see Miss America and, think of dreaming of being Miss America, so.
But there's so much controversy with Miss America as it is, so I agree that I feel like they're just trying to find ways to be like, because like Miss America is essentially this like perfect woman, like who's supposed to be all high and mighty, which is how she should be if so many little girls are looking up to these women. So it is kind of disappointing that all of a sudden now this comes out about her. However, I don't know if she should lose her title over something like this.
Yeah.
It's hard.
She still is human.
Right, exactly.
Okay. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
You're watching #that on Q30, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop. Stay tuned for more.
And we have a
back to his Hollywood.
This is my mom. I have to make a decision and back.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Wake up, Quinnipiac! It's the morning after! Hey! Come on, guys, it's time for TMA! Let's go! What's the morning after? Mondays at 10, only on Q30!
Lupita Nyong'o stopped by Sesame Street with a message about loving the skin you're in. Featured in a segment with Elmo, teaching kids about the importance of skin. She said, quote, "Skin comes in lots of beautiful shades and colors." After Elmo commented on her, quote, "beautiful brown skin," end quote. The actress has previously opened up about her insecurities about her dark skin growing up. Nyong'o has now taken a platform in favor of celebrating positive body images, self-confidence, and self-worth. This is a stance she's stressed several times throughout her public appearances. This is so touching. I love pieces like this. Do you all agree with Lupita?
So cute.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's great to bring it to a kid's show. They show that from a young age that everyone should be accepted, and I think that it's, at this day and age, it's carried on throughout. So I think that bringing it out on Sesame Street, it'll carry on, keep going.
Especially with Elmo into the mix. Like Elmo is probably one of the most well-known
characters.
Yeah, and friendliest characters. So to have like him or her, I don't know, is Elmo a girl or a guy? I don't. Everyone. All right.
You never really
show. No, but
That's
it's just
topic.
cute. Yeah, it's just cute that like he was like a part of it, to do that too. So it kind of gets like the whole like nice vibe. Also because he's bred. So.
I think this is important too because so many young girls now struggle with body image issues. So I think to have Lupita, who also won an Oscar, and I think it's nice that she's promoting like loving who you are and being yourself, because today there's so many like, oh, society, be this, be that. So I think encouraging young girls to know that they're beautiful just the way they are is perfect.
And it's crazy that she had problems with self-image because she was
So she's stunning.
most beautiful woman
she's
in
stunning.
People magazine.
Exactly, yeah. I know.
But first, let me take a selfie. Dr. Gwen Coravin has been identified as the doctor who took a picture with Joan Rivers when she was under anesthesia. Coravin and her lawyer refused to make public statements at this time. Rivers was having a biopsy before experiencing cardiac arrest, which led to her death. Investigators believe that Rivers' vocal cords began to swell during the unauthorized biopsy, cutting off the flow of oxygen to her lungs, which led to cardiac arrest on the morning of August 29th. It is still unclear if Rivers has given verbal consent to the biopsy before being sedated for the endoscopy. Despite the loss of such an ionic woman, Fashion Police will go on. E! made the announcement on Friday explaining that the comedian's daughter, Melissa Rivers, has given the network her blessing. She also confirmed during the network's Joan Day, which featured a Fashion Police marathon culminating a 90-minute Remembering Joan TV special, playing tribute to Rivers. Melissa also added, quote, "We're going to hit pause for a little while, but Fashion Police will be back in January. I really want to thank all of the Joan Rangers for the outpouring of love and support. It has meant so much to Cooper and me. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you," end quote. I am so pleased to hear that the show will be continuing, although it won't be the same without Joan. How do you guys feel?
I'm nervous for the show, to be perfectly honest. Joan was just so amazing, and she was so funny, and I feel like she's the only woman who can completely rip people's outfits apart, and they still love her. And I don't know if anybody else can do that like she did.
I agree. I feel like she was Fashion Police. So I'm curious to see who will take that spot. I mean, will it be someone that's already on the show? Will they find someone new? Maybe that's what they're working on right now. Maybe that's why it's taking that break. But I'm curious to see what actually happens with that because she was such a great person for that position.
The funny thing about her is that, like, even though she was just so blunt, she just made things so funny that her whole entire rest of her, like, police, you know, like, was just, is what made it so funny too. It's what made the show come alive. Like, everyone followed after her. So it's like, who really can step up their game in that show if they wanted to.
And I don't know if anybody can. That's so I am nervous the show's ratings will go down just because all the rest of the panel is kind of in the background, and it was Joan. It was like the Joan Rivers show, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely. That is all the entertainment news that we have for you this week. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm your host, Alexa Farrell, and I would like to give a special thanks to my panel, Danielle, Liv, and Nick. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram for more at #ThatQU. See you next week.